What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we back again for another episode review of what is this? The Belle Collective. Girl, let me fix my hair. I don't care if I'm finna go get this thing washed later on today. Why would I make a 9 o'clock appointment knowing damn? Oh, Jesus. Anyway, so we back again for another episode review of the Belle Collective. This is season 3, episode 19, ribs with a side of beef. So we pick up what we left off last week, with the whole situation with Tambra being interrogated by Letitia, and Marie. I don't feel like going through that whole thing because first of all, it was only for a couple of minutes, and second of all, it's full of it. I feel like everybody is full of it. I am on Tambra's side in this whole situation, and the only reason why I say that is because throughout this season, and even in these past few episodes, we have seen how fake Letitia can be, and how much of a villain and a nasty person Marie can be as well. And it's not can be, but is with Marie, you know. And at this point, when I think about it, what real reason do Tambra have to exclude somebody that was her friend for 20 years and they never had a real issue until they get into this group? What was the real reason? The only person that had a real issue with Akeisha was Letitia, because Akeisha came in trying to do the same thing that she was doing or had a similar idea with the Fair Street Project. That's the only thing that I could think of. And that's the only thing that makes sense. So this whole try to put it on Tambra, it just don't make sense at this point. Do I think she lied about it? No. Okay. And this ain't me not disliking them or whatever. It's just what's making sense in my head. But, you know, they move on from that. Marie gives this apology saying, and I just want to apologize to you. Now, you said at first I wasn't going to apologize, but if you feel like obviously I did something that, hurt you, I should just apologize. Girl, that ain't no apology. You don't mean it. I said, girl, please. And then you want to get upset and in your feelings about the fact that I guess it's going to be an event or something that Tambra invites some of the girls to the Capitol or whatever, and she left off Marie. You cannot do something wrong to a person and expect them to be okay with you to the point where, oh, I'm going to start inviting you places. And we're back on where we used to be, and we on the same team and all of that stuff. Like, girl, please. And at the end of the day, how come when these women get on these reality shows and they do these group activities or whatever, or not even group activities, when you get into it with somebody, and then that person that you get into it with has an event, has a party, invites some of the women, and then you get upset because you're not invited, and then you have some of the other women that be like, well, you should invite them because then they're going to feel excluded. Okay, and feel excluded. You put yourself in that situation because in real life, if we get into it and we haven't resolved it, and even if we do and I still don't feel comfortable with you and you still not my friend, you're not going to get invited. And at the end of the day, you don't get invited to a lot of things, and that's fine. You're not going to be included in everything. That is reality. So for Marie to talk to Tambra on that preview about it, I said, girl, please, get up out of here. You got your nerves. You gave a half-ass apology, and you want to think that everything's cool. So we move on from that. What else is going on in this episode? Tambra, she has her event where it's honoring women of Jackson that's doing things important and making strides or whatever for Women's History Month. And she has the event. She's honoring a whole bunch of people, and one particular woman, I forgot her name, but she brought up the whole street. It's called Church Street, which is right off of Ferris Street. She brought the whole block, and she started to, reconstruct it and rebuild it and everything. And Latrice said, it's so ironic how, you got this woman who brought the whole block up And yet you got Letitia and Akeisha coming through, and they both trying to do the same thing, and ain't neither one did nothing. And I said it's really ironic too when you think about it. Like, what's really the hold up for neither one? Like, it's like Letitia, she just said F it. Cause we ain't heard her talk about that since last season. This whole season, I ain't hear her talk about Fair Street. We seen Akeisha do it. It's like since Akeisha came through, Akeisha took over it. You know what I'm saying? And then we found out Akeisha can't even get it. So, you know, it is what it is. Of course, you know, Latrice did get honored or whatever. It's just a little notice and a little I guess probably a little award or something. Who knows? But Akeisha did show up. She feels some type of way because, you know, she wasn't one of the ones that's honored again. You're not going to be included in everything, but just be glad that she invited you. You guys are starting on a good footing, but according to Tambra, she said these are the women that actually live in Jackson at the time and not on the outskirts, not in another city of Mississippi, not in another state, but in actual Jackson, who has business going on in actual Jackson. But at the same time, Akeisha, y'all just not getting back cool again. So don't get too in your feelings about it. You can feel slightly away. I get it. But don't get too deep into it. But I respect the fact that they are allowing their friendship to get back to where it was, and Tambra is letting her in on something so deeply personal, which is her pregnancy, you know? So they're getting that together. They talked about that. And if I'm skipping over some things, it really wasn't important because I really want to get to a certain situation that happened at the end of the episode. But also, not Tambra, but Akeisha went to go talk to Tambra's cousin. They're putting together for the family this event for Tambra called the Spring Fling. So they're giving out these invitations, and they're trying to make it seem like, okay, this is Tambra's event. This is all the family getting together. We're doing the Spring Fling. But in reality, it's a gender reveal. It's a pregnancy reveal and a gender reveal as well. And I said, that is so cute. You know, do it all in one sweep. You know, I did not know Demond did not tell his mama yet. I would feel some type of way just like the mama. All right, like, so you ain't going to tell me? Okay. He said, man, my mama going to feel some type of way. Hey, I said, yeah, you know your mama. But they was like, who gonna all be there? She said she invited family and friends and a couple of the Bells, okay? Not all of them. And Akeisha said, who? She said, well, you and your husband, Latrice and her husband, and also So Gucci and JJ. And I said, oh, okay. I was a little, well, was I surprised by So Gucci? Kinda. Because So Gucci is fake. So Gucci is fake. Now they call Tambra fake. So Gucci is fake. All right. And at this point in time, I'm seeing that So Gucci is putting on for the show. If you go back to the way that she was on her very first season, and even at the beginning of this season, in her confessional, she's, you know, just giving it to you like you're supposed to. Now she's so extra, and I just this and da, and you know how this is, and all this stuff. Girl, calm it down, because it's coming off very fake, and it's not you, okay? I get what you're trying to do, and it's not working, because we're seeing right through the BS, right? Or at least I am. And so, the reason why I'm saying that she's fake, and I'm surprised that Tambra even is cool with her to this point, is because when that whole situation went down at that barbecue, you know, after the whole situation happened, you hear So Gucci talking about some, well, hell, I don't know. I think Tambra fake. I said, girl, what? And then let's get on to So Gucci. So Gucci was sitting in the backyard with her granddaughter, her daughter's baby, and you know, JJ comes back there, right? JJ come back there. They have a little conversation. And next thing you know, she was like, Letitia had said something to me about she don't understand how come, you know, these two men, Cliff and JJ, keep fighting over this one woman or whatever, talking about Selena. And she was like, she think that it's a possibility that JJ and Cliff are still in love with Selena, because they both, the only thing that they got in common is the fact that they slept with this woman. I don't know. The way that she said that, I could be reading into it, but because she don't like Selena and this whole situation that went down with Selena in the earlier half of the season when they got into the fight or whatever, that whole connotation of putting it out there that they slept with Selena, it kind of made, in my mind, it registered as she slight shaded her, trying to make it seem like she a hoe. I could be reading into it, but that's how it registered in my mind because, again, she don't like Selena, okay? And she made that clear in the confessional. She made that clear. And my whole thing is, the way that this came up was so random. Mind you, we did see Selena at Tambra's event. And my thing is, I don't know, like, Selena didn't say nothing. She said hello. She didn't really have nothing to do with the show or whatever. But she gets on there talking to JJ about the whole, well, you know, and I started to think, because when you was on that other show, you know, you was over there with her, and I was always in the background, and it was like, I'm just listening to what she's saying, you know, because she was in the background, and we didn't know that JJ was with old girl back then, and the way that they had them portrayed or whatever. My whole thing is, you trying to make it seem like JJ still got feelings for Selena, which I feel like he does. But at the same time, it seems as though you still a little jealous of that situation of there, especially because, like you said, you wasn't in the forefront. Nobody knew about you when they was on Bring It. It just bothered me the way that she kept on saying that other show, that show. I said, girl, that show was way more successful than this one. You better hope that this one gets to that show. But anyway, no shade, Bring It was a time, y'all. I said, I can't believe I like this show. I was not expecting it. But anyway, JJ, I feel like still, I don't know if he's in love with Selena, but I still feel like he got some lingering feelings for her. It took a little bit too long for him to just go ahead and say, no, I'm not in love with her. She is my baby mama. And, you know, that's all that she is. So we gonna get along to the kids and all of this and woo woo. And the woman that I wanted to be with, I'm with her right now. And I showed you that last night, didn't I? Okay, because the only woman that you're gonna be with and the only woman that he better be in love with is me. Because I feel like, you know, Selena probably felt as though, you know, she and JJ, they broke up and they didn't have a family that she wanted. And then she wasn't expecting for him to get and fall in love with somebody like me, and then to have the family that she desired and that she wanted. I said, girl, excuse me, it's nothing but turmoil in your family. Who wants that? Your kids don't talk to you half the time. Her kids don't talk to you half the time. And the kids probably don't talk to her half the time. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? I said, girl, if you don't calm down and stop the shadiness, and it's just the way that she was throwing them shots at Selena. Now, when Selena clapped back at your ass, please do not act surprised. Do not act like a victim, because you popped it off. You popped it off when it had settled down for a second, okay? Granted, I know that this was recorded a while ago, but again, people see stuff and they see everything that you're saying because this is what they're putting out there on the TV, and this is how stuff pop back off when stuff has been subside, you know? But yeah, I don't like So Gucci right now. She's giving me very much fake. And another part that gave me fake with So Gucci, it's the fact that when they went to the gender reveal for Tambra, everybody was happy about it, of course. You know, Latrice felt some type of way because she didn't get told prior. And I'm like, girl, she told Akeisha because they known each other longer, but don't make too big of a deal about it. It ain't even, and y'all just now becoming cool like that. So, like, cut it out. It ain't about you. Let it the fuck go. Just be glad that you was one of the ones that was invited, okay? We ain't got time for all that bullshit. Meanwhile, so Gucci, you know, she felt some type of way about seeing Latrice. And she was like, I really need to have a one-on-one with Latrice because I feel like she is to blame, or she need to take some of the blame for the reason why my family is in the turmoil that they are now. Because we was on the path of getting together and being cool and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden she come through with the Selena situation, and now we back to square one. I said, excuse the out of me. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And I will forever sit here and say, do I feel like Latrice brought Selena there to do anything to So Gucci? Absolutely not. Do I understand how it can be perceived that way? Yes. But do I feel like that's what her purpose was? No. And here's the thing. How is it that you sit down and you have a conversation about this whole situation, right? You come to the conclusion where I think they did apologize to each other, or they said that they were going to be okay and they were going to move forward. So this whole time, Latrice is thinking that they're okay. She's not really throwing shots. Gucci is throwing all of the shots. All of the shots. Been throwing them ever since they got out of that conversation. The whole time, Latrice is trying to be like on a good footing with her. She's being cordial when she sees her, inviting her to things, but so Gucci not doing that. She's making sure any chance that she get, she could turn her nose up at Latrice and she could talk mess about her. She could throw shade at her and all of that. And I'm sitting here like, why would you say that you're okay and you can move past situations when you're really not? Just be fucking honest. And let's just be real about it. You know what I'm saying? So when she told her, well, we're going to have a one-on-one conversation. And I said, another one-on-one conversation for what? It ain't do nothing but make things worse, because literally what she wanted Latrice to do was to take the blame for the for the way that her family has gone. I said, ma'am, Latrice is not to blame. I don't care if Selena showed up, if she was invited. The situation happened between you two adults. Latrice did not seek Selena onto you. She did not seek you onto Selena. You two adults made that decision on your own. In fact, y'all messed up Latrice's event. Why would she bring somebody there and intentionally mess up her event? She didn't even know that y'all had issues like that. And I do 100% believe that she didn't know that they had issues like that, because the way that Latrice is moving, thinking that they're cool, her and So Gucci after that conversation, yeah, she ain't know that y'all had fucking issues. That ain't had shit to do with her. Y'all did that. Y'all did that. Y'all been throwing shots and shade, and y'all been having issues, and it just boiled over. That's just what it was. And you need somebody to blame. And at this point in time, Latrice is an easy target at that time. And so let's put it all on her, and let's not take accountability. Gonna tell that lady, I want you to take accountability. And see, the problem is that you don't take accountability. And Latrice said, you're right. I'm not about to take accountability for something that I didn't do. And I feel like I didn't do. And I'm glad that Latrice stood on that. Because at the end of the day, bitch, I ain't gotta be friends with you. What benefit do you have to in my life? Okay? And Latrice, you know, she tried to hit her where it hurt. Baby, Selena is my friend. You're not my friend. And so Gucci, you can feel offended or whatever, but at the end of the day, that's the truth. You came onto the scene. Y'all really wasn't friends. Y'all was acquaintances you was associates that kind of turned into acquaintances. Y'all was working on becoming friends, and then y'all had a falling out. And therefore, y'all been at each other's throat and on the outs, and you been mad at Latrice ever since she went and got somebody else to get that building instead of you. And you dropped the ball on that. Okay? And she dropped the ball on letting you know. That's just it. And you still feel some type of way about that. So you about to blame her for each and everything. Let's just be 100% real. Okay? You want somebody to take accountability for the issues that's going on in your family. No, you need to take accountability for the issues that's going on with your family. Because even though that shit happened with your family, with you and her getting into that situation, that altercation at Latrice's event that y'all messed up, you took it a step further, and instead of just saying let him cool down and let calmer heads prevail and get to a point where you think that, you know, we can have a family meeting and all sit down and discuss what happened, or just you stay in your corner, I stay in my corner, you decided to call the cops. You decided to press charges. So you contribute to your family for breaking up for real, for real. As soon as you called the press them charges, what did you think was going to happen? That ain't Latrice's fault either. Because even if Selena had never came to a Latrice event, I'm pretty sure something would have eventually popped off again between you and Selena. It probably wouldn't have been this soon. Could have been. Maybe. But something would have popped off. And then who would you have blamed? Y'all already had issues that y'all were covering up. And see, that's what people do when they get on these reality TVs. They try to cover up the issues to make them seem like everything is okay. Not necessarily perfect, but okay. And then everything just falls to shit and we see the real tea that comes out. That it's not, because you was just faking the funk. And that's basically what you was doing. Your family was already in deep shit because if it took something like that to happen for y'all to go to blows, after y'all had literally just seen each other at that baby shower and she was giving you lemonade or you was giving her lemonade and y'all was cordial with each other, and then you get to Latrice's situation and then y'all want to pop off on each other and then you want to blame Latrice on that, bitch, what? I would have thought that y'all was okay too when I seen you at the baby shower and y'all was good. So how was that her fault? How would she need to take accountability for the shit that you did and for the shit that Selena did? If anything, you need to sit your ass down with Selena and tell her that. And you need to sit your ass down in front of a mirror and tell yourself that as well. I said, you got to be out your goddamn mind. I said, these people get on these shows and they get full of themselves. I mean, girl, are you serious? I wish somebody would tell me to take accountability for breaking up their... Girl, bitch, what? You are fake and you are full of shit. And I had tweeted that she full of shit and she gonna like the tweet. Girl, I don't understand why you still follow me. Because at this point, you pissing me off because it's giving fake. And I don't like that. I don't like that. Half the cast is giving fake. Letitia, you giving fake as hell too. Marie, you just a bitch. Okay. Tambra, you was giving fake as well. We ain't forget. But right now, we on your side. We on your, or at least I am. Okay. Latrice, girl. Anyway, it's just a lot. Okay. Meanwhile, yeah, we found out that Tamara and them is having a girl. So that was basically the episode. Did I forget anything? No, if I did, y'all put it down in the comments. But anyway, y'all tell me how y'all felt about it. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.